Okay, today's December 18th, 2009. My name's Dennis Richard. I'm here with Stephen Daniels at his beautiful home in Maui, and he's going to go over some of the aspects of muscle testing and teaching us all how to test ourselves to make a difference in our life. I know that this has made a huge difference in my life. In the last 6 months, I've piddled around for 25 years with muscle testing, using the pendulum, never having a thorough understanding. A lot of times I would have so much doubt, I would think, why not just flip a coin? And you're the first person I've ever met that really thoroughly understands every aspect of it. And I'm blown away from what I've learned in the last few days watching you work and what you've taught me. So I think that I just feel compelled to try to share this with all of my customers, along with hopefully a lot of other people around the world that understand the importance. They just don't understand the science behind it, and that's what I'm hoping that we'll learn today, that get a clear explanation of the actual science that allows this to work consistently every time, once you understand it. Okay?
Yeah, I'd like to, I want to thank the fathers of all this. George Goodhart started applied kinesiology, and he's the one that brought in that concept that if you bring in something that is a lie or something that has let's say a disturbing frequency, then a muscle contracts, it weakens, it shortens up. And so from that, he went and developed a whole science that is taught in many healthcare facilities and universities throughout the world, applied kinesiology. And so anytime you're doing muscle testing, you're really working with the concept of applied kinesiology. The value of this, the CDC in Atlanta, Georgia, I think it was 3 years ago, came out and said the #1 cause of a death in America was properly prescribed and taken medications. And that's a huge, okay, I think that's number 3. Okay.
No.
Now it's number 3, okay. But what's important with that is if every pharmacist, every nurse, every physician, every person learned how to muscle test, that cause of death would be gone immediately. So that's part of the power of that. When we have people test to see if they're reversed, and reversal means your meridians are flowing backwards, and when you're in a reversal state, nothing heals. Okay? So anyone that has something that's not healing, whether it's a massive reversal, like saying I want to be healthy, tests weak, I want to be sick, tests strong, or whether it's just that part of their body is reversed, it won't heal. So when we say the statement, I want to be healthy versus I want to be sick, it doesn't really have anything to do with the thought of does a person really want to be healthy or not. It's just another way of saying which way are my meridians flowing. Okay? So that's really important, because a lot of people kind of get confused about what does that mean. Well, if I test strong and I want to be sick, does that mean I really want to be sick? No, we're just checking your meridian flow. That's all we're checking. Because we know if we then fix that reversal, for most people, it clears all the reversals. Sometimes there's a smaller area that they need to be more specific in.
Okay.
But that's one of the most important things. I do think, we do have a 2-hour DVD at quantumtechniques.com that teaches you 17 ways to muscle test and scan the body for various things. With anyone, if they can't master that, they just return it. Give them a couple of months and return it, and then we can, because we really want people to be able to have this life-threatening or life-saving skill, so they don't have issues with medications. And just to never get food poisoning again. For me, if you like to eat out much, that's pretty nice.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, let me give an example of what a reversal would be. Okay, so if I use one of the easiest one to learn is I want to be healthy. There's a strong response. I want to be sick. It stops there. There's a huge difference when I do that. If you hold your belly with your finger and thumb tips 2 inches above your belly button whenever you're testing, that will keep you from being reversed. And that could be because you have a virus or there's a Glade plug-in next door, so that you can trust your testing. So I want to be healthy, I want to be sick is going to clear most people. So we wanted to give an example of what a reversal is, or what that looks like. And I want to be healthy, I want to be sick, Okay, this is the strong response. The muscle tightens or shortens. This is a weak response. You can cause reversals in yourself or someone else. If I just give an example of that, if I say, I hate myself, I hate myself. Now, if I say I want to be healthy, okay, I want to be sick, all of a sudden there's a reversal. That's how quickly energy travels. Okay, now imagine when somebody tells himself that every day when they make a mistake, or an adolescent that doesn't like the way they look because they have acne. Well, that is reversing your field. It blocks healing. I can correct that, but just say, I love myself, I love myself. Okay, I want to be healthy, I want to be sick. So that's just an example of a reversal that people actually practice on themselves and other people every day. Dennis, why don't you see how you're testing right now, and we'll show another way to maybe cause a reversal. If you just, at the camera, I want to be healthy, I want to be sick, what's going on for you?
Okay. I want to point out that because you're so much more in tune and sensitive, I don't have that big differential between the two. So I know that when I first started watching your videos a long time ago, trying to get this down for myself, and I'm not noticing enough difference, I'm thinking it made me have doubt that it worked for me.
Right.
So thankfully you were kind enough to invite me here and show me the difference, and I just wanted to point this out for people watching, that it's not going to be near as noticeable in me yet because I'm not in tune, so my lock is a lot closer.
Right.
I only have about maybe a 20-degree difference between my yes and no most of the time, but just in the last couple of days from practicing this more, there's no longer a doubt in my mind. I can tell the difference now. So I just wanted to point that out so that when people see you got a big difference, whereas I've got a much smaller difference.
And then we'll give them some hints how to make that work for them.
Okay. So I want to be healthy. So it's almost to a 90 degree, but it's it's probably 70 or something like that. I want to be sick. Now you see, there's still a difference, a noticeable difference. But another thing I would like to point out, if I don't tighten my arm and I leave it kind of loose, I can force this no matter whether I want to be healthy or I want to be sick. So that's why that it was another stumbling block I had in just watching the videos and doing it on my own. So I think this is a really important part. When you stiffen your arm and say, I want to be healthy and I want to be sick. Now see, there's a definite noticeable difference. Not to the point yours is, but it's still, I definitely can tell the difference.